Mr. Speaker, I rise today in opposition to House Bill 4246. When I came to Lansing 2 years ago, it was with one goal in mind: to make the lives of my people better. I pledged to work with all people of good intentions, regardless of party affiliation. I told my people back home that if an idea was good, I didn't care where it came from or who got credit for it. I would cooperate and compromise for the common good. My governor and so many in my caucus have the same mindset, and that's why the overwhelming majority of us came together recently in support of the historic auto no-fault bill. But this bill, Mr. Speaker, this bill in particular, out of the entire budget moving through our House, represents a failure. There is no compromise. There is no cooperation, and it gives traction to those who say we should never work with you, that we should resist, resist, resist. This bill is nothing more than a shell game, shifting existing money from one dilapidated pot to another, robbing Peter to pay Paul. And what is the result? What's exactly the offer? Yet another attack on the school aid fund. A sleight of hand that cuts money to local governments so they have to lay off cops and firefighters and they can face the political heat. You know what local governments do with the money they receive from us? They fix their darn local streets, which have been deteriorating for the better part of 2 decades. And what else? We get a drastic reduction in the rural transit funding, which is used by senior citizens and young people and the working poor throughout our great state. And then a drastic cut to specialized services specifically for the elderly and the disabled. And let's not forget about the garage sale. You need a bridge? We got one for sale. Who wants an airport?
Representatives, please refrain from outbursts during a colleague addressing our body. Maintain decorum while a colleague is speaking. The chair recognizes Representative Elder.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Who wants an airport or a rail line or, my personal favorite, a welcome center? Coming soon. A great big sign that says, "Welcome to Michigan." It costs $1 to pee at the rest stop. For what? For more pothole patch? That's not good enough for my people. When I heard the governor's plan to fix the roads, I will admit that I, like many here, had sticker shock. We know how sensitive people are to the price of gasoline. Heck, there are PhD dissertations out there proving that consumers will actually choose to lose money to drive across town to pay 2 cents less for gasoline. So I get that. But guess what? Our people want the darn roads fixed, and they are willing to pay for it. After the initial sticker shock wore off, my people began telling me at coffee hours and community events, "Brian, I know we have to pay to fix the roads, but I just want to know that the money is actually going to the roads." Back home at a recent community event, my friend Justin Palmerville, president of the Tri-County Building Trades Council, said, "My members will be happy to pay a gas tax increase as long as they're driving to work to fix the roads." We know what the bill for that work is. It's $2 billion in new revenue every year. The governor proposed the 45-cent gas tax increase because under Article 9, Section 9 of the state constitution, those monies have to go to the roads. If 45 cents is too much, then fine. Let's increase corporate taxes to make up the difference. I, like my people back home, don't really care how it gets done as long as it gets done. And we dare not wait any longer. Minnesota ignored their infrastructure until a bridge on Interstate 35 collapsed, killing 13 and injuring 145 more. Then they passed an increase in their gas tax and began addressing their infrastructure issues. Michiganders deserve better, Mr. Speaker. My people deserve better. And I hope and pray that we wake up before it is too late. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.